Metallica, the undisputed titans of heavy metal. For over 40 years, they've sold 125 million albums and defined thrash for generations. But here's the twist. Some bands Metallica refuse to tour with creative clashes, personal grudges, or just bad vibes. Today we're counting down the top 10, and some stories are wild. Number 10. The Offspring. In the mid-90s, as Smash exploded, Metallica turned down a tour with the punk rockers. Why? Musical clash. Metallica was going mainstream with the Black Album, while The Offspring thrived on high-energy punk and sarcastic lyrics, hardly a match for Metallica's heavier, introspective style. Plus, logistics, stadiums versus clubs, no bad blood, just different worlds. Number 9. Limp Bizkit. In the early 2000s, the nu metal band was huge, but their theatrical rap-rock style didn't fit Metallica's gritty, authentic image. Fans and infamous events like Woodstock '99 made pairing risky. Metallica preferred staying true to their core audience. Number 8. Nickelback, the Canadian rock band everyone loves to hate. There's no direct quote from Metallica refusing a tour, but the reasons are clear. In the early 2000s, Nickelback was riding high with Silver Side Up and hits like How You Remind Me. Meanwhile, Metallica was dealing with the fallout from Saint Anger. Metallica has always been gritty, uncompromising, and rooted in metal, while Nickelback's polished, radio-friendly sound clashed with that image. Pairing the two could have been a PR nightmare, especially with Metallica already under scrutiny for Saint Anger. Their live shows thrive on intensity and raw energy. Nickelback's mainstream anthems just didn't match, and let's face it, the internet memes alone would have been brutal. Number 7. Creed. Another speculative pick, but the mismatch is obvious. During the Load-Reload era, Creed dominated radio with emotional post-grunge hits. Their Christian-leaning lyrics and Scott Stapp's theatrical style were worlds apart from Metallica's aggressive, introspective metal. Lars Ulrich once expressed frustration with bands chasing mainstream appeal, and Creed's fan base skewed younger and radio-driven. Mixing ballads with Metallica's high-octane sets could have been awkward, and during the Load era, Metallica was already experimenting with image changes, short hair, new logo, and didn't need extra scrutiny. Number 6. Linkin Park. The NU Metal Kings, blending rap, electronica, and metal, were heavily influenced by Metallica, but a tour never happened. Genre differences likely played a role. Linkin Park's hybrid sound didn't fit Metallica's thrash ethos. By the mid-2000s, both bands were headlining their own tours, making co-headlining tricky. And while there's no bad blood, Chester Bennington even covered Metallica in tribute. The timing and musical styles just didn't align. Metallica and Linkin Park's audiences had different expectations. Metallica fans wanted mosh pits. Linkin Park fans wanted emotional sing-alongs. No tour, no problem. Number 5. Korn. The nu metal pioneers were huge in the late 90s and early 2000s, but Metallica never toured with them, even when sharing festival bills like Woodstock '99. Why? Likely a mix of sound and image. Korn's down-tuned guitars and darker experimental vibe didn't mesh with Metallica's polished, thrash-driven style. Kirk Hammett noted Metallica preferred touring with bands that matched their live energy. Korn's slower, groove-heavy sets might have felt off. Plus, Korn's younger, angrier fan base and nu metal's polarizing reputation made Metallica cautious. Safer bets like Slayer or Pantera won out. Number 4. Guns N' Roses. Surprised? They toured together in 1992, but it was a disaster. James Hetfield suffered severe burns from pyrotechnics, Axl Rose was erratic, and shows were canceled. Riots followed. Lars Ulrich later called it frustrating and hinted Metallica wanted more reliable partners. Musically compatible, yes, but chaotic personalities meant no repeat tour. Number 3. Megadeth. Formed by Metallica's former guitarist Dave Mustaine. Fired in 1983 for substance abuse and clashes, Megadeth became Metallica's long-standing rival. They've shared festival stages like the Big Four, but a full joint tour? Never. The tension between the bands has lingered for decades. In a 2020 Loudwire interview, Mustaine admitted he still felt slighted by Metallica, while James Hetfield has been clear about keeping his distance to avoid drama. There's also a competitive edge here. Both bands are thrash metal titans, and a joint tour could easily have turned into a showdown over who's the bigger draw. Metallica has always guarded their top dog status fiercely, and pairing up with Megadeth might have reopened old wounds. Sure, fans would have gone wild, but the rivalry runs too deep to ignore number 2. Kiss. Next up, we have Kiss, the glam rock legends famous for their theatrical, pyrotechnic-fueled live shows. While this is more speculative, it makes sense when you consider Metallica's ethos. Kiss thrives on spectacle, makeup, and over-the-top antics, whereas Metallica, especially in their early days, prided themselves on raw musicianship and being the anti-glam band. In a 1986 Kerrang interview, Lars Ulrich famously criticized glam metal as all about image and lacking substance. He didn't call out Kiss by name, but the message was clear. Metallica wanted no part of that scene. By the 90s and 2000s, Kiss was still a massive draw, but their campy style clashed with Metallica's serious working-class persona. A tour together would have been a logistical headache. Kiss's elaborate stage setups versus Metallica's minimalist approach? That's a recipe for conflict. And let's be honest, Metallica's die-hard fans might have revolted at the idea of sharing a bill with a band seen as less metal. Number 1. Slipknot. And at number 1, we have Slipknot, the masked madmen of extreme metal. This is a huge what-if because despite both bands being metal juggernauts, they've never shared a tour. The reason comes down to intensity and control. Slipknot's shows are pure chaos. 9 masked musicians in jumpsuits, tearing up the stage with relentless energy. Metallica's shows are intense, but they're all about precision and control. In a 2019 Metal Hammer interview, Corey Taylor praised the band, but admitted their approaches to live performances are worlds apart. Slipknot's chaotic, unpredictable energy might have been just too much for Metallica to manage on tour. Then there's the fanbase factor. Slipknot attracts a younger, more extreme audience, while Metallica's crowd spans generations and leans on their legendary status. Both bands are headliners, and neither wants to open for the other, so a clash was almost inevitable. Metallica has always been strategic with tour mates, picking bands like Pantera or Five Finger Death Punch for their M72 World Tour. Slipknot, with their intense, boundary-pushing image, might have been seen as too risky to share the spotlight. It's a shame because a joint tour would have been historic, but that's the reality. From musical differences to old rivalries, Metallica has carefully chosen who they share the stage with, and it's helped cement their legacy as one of metal's greatest bands. So, which of these refusals shocked you the most? Are there other bands you think Metallica has dodged over the years? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content.